Morning, good evening, good afternoon, everybody. Looks like we're starting off on pistol.
Welcome into a beautiful night of Ancient.
Yep.
I'm JK, and I'm co-hosting with Hero.
Looks like we're getting a set A execute to start this off early. Flash on the site.
A lot of util for a pistol coming out.
Get the early pick, trade. I'm gonna butcher his name. Bongo. Gabe has bongo. Looks like
There's so much happening. Sorry, this has been a hectic pistol.
It has been. So they got a retake going on. They boosted up. Emo gets the pick. The 1v3 situation. They're swinging one by one. They're giving the 1v1s, but they still got it at the end.
I kind of like seeing that instant elbow smoke coming out on the pistol, even though they're not like hyper aggressive playing mid. They're kind of passive towards donut. The CTs were very much ready for that A take, even though I feel like we're getting to the part of the meta where A takes are just more common.
Yeah, especially when people started to have more presence mid and B, and a lot of puggers nowadays will just have a singular person on A. We're getting into the second round here. Looks like they're kind of setting up for almost the exact same setup. 3B, 2 mid. They're taking it fast. Apollo's already on site. There's no one on site. That is a free site take.
Oh my goodness.
Bro got a good shot straight through the smoke.
The info came late.
Yep. There are 3 stacking up on Donut to try to take this retake. The real question is, do they go for it, try to save these rifles? Nice early pick. Molly comes out, slows their advance. Twinkle swung, still got the pick thanks to the Molly. It looks like they're going back to save.
Yeah, keeping these rifles is that it stings losing that second round because it is just the most important round after pistol.
It really is when it comes to the economy.
It really makes or breaks your economy for the next like 2 or 3 rounds, and it kind of. But I think we're gonna start seeing the force buy wars though, which is always a good time.
It's a good old back and forth on it.
It's horrible to play, but it's fun to watch.
Money on the CTs are still absolutely horrific, even with the 2 rifles. So it's going to be interesting to see how they play this out. Gabe still has the M4 and a full set of util. Leaper has the FAMAS. And it looks like they're opting to get a full buy-in, which I think is very interesting. Yep, they full bot.
They're doing it again.
They're doing it again. They are running it. Let's go A. It's worked. They're getting the entry.
They've already adapted.
Gabe's waiting. Oh, Gabe's got to play. They don't know Gabe's here. He's waiting. Oh, the spray and the miss.
He overcooked.
Looks like Leaper still got one.
Oh no. That's... You hate to see it, but everybody understands it.
Coming on site. Got the quick trade from Twinkle. And Paolo cleans it up on Cloud. Dice Rollers with their second round. And now because they forced up, they're still really bad on the econ.
Absolutely. The eco on the CT side, it is 2,400 loss bonus going into this one, so there will be rifles next.
Yep.
I'm curious if they're gonna run it down or just do a ghost stack.
Well, with how Dice has been playing, it looks like they have that full group mentality instead of trying to work picks elsewhere. They're going for a fast B hit instead of fast A hit. Looks like we got 3 here on site, making the entry. Brodog with the entry. Brodog with the second. And we got Devlin still hiding off. Brodog with another. He's just running it down. 3 entries for Brodog.
He's having a night already. 7 and 3 on the third round of the game.
7 and 3 on a third round. Brodog's feeling it.
It's always nice having a guy that just likes taking that first fight like that, though. Like having somebody that's not scared just to get after.
Absolutely. And when an entry gets that feeling and they keep running and running, that that high will continue for the rest of this game, and if he continues that momentum, then it's going to be big trouble for Frog.
And they're
Looks like
hunting.
Paolo, yeah, they're hunting, and they found both. Even though Leper was all the way in spawn, hiding.
I hope the CTs now that we're getting into the first real rifle round of this half are gonna have some delay util, whether that's mollies at ramp or coming up highway.
The big thing has been lack of util and lack of weaponry too. I mean, equipment-wise, because of that second round loss, they've just been out of it. So let's see how they do this. Stack this up. They're doing a simple 2-2-1. It looks like
Insta missed.
like nice. Yeah, Insta did miss. Early pick from Clouded on the Palomo. Looks like they're taking it to cave. Ema was not ready for Seiken. Seiken's coming in quick. Cloud is kind of hiding in the corner here.
He's half cleared
Leaper.
this.
Yep. Leaper gets the pick on Brodog, and Clouded gets it. Now they're working up 2 left on T, working up ramp on B. Trying to figure out what went wrong. Util dump on ramp. Clouded gets another pick, and leaving Twinkle all by himself in a 1v4 situation.
If all you're gonna do is rush, you get readable.
That is very true.
I'm curious if they change pace or if they just said, "We'll do it again."
So far, it seems like that's been the mentality. So we got Twinkle working up. Let's see if he can work some magic here. Plenty of plays available here. Try to get this 1v1. Looks the wrong direction. Hard clears the wrong corner.
There was a call there. The CT side has been pretty ratty. I get it. Kind of just clearing his angles in not a wrong order, but
Hey, well, is a 1v4 situation?
There is no right order.
You look. Yep.
But in terms of the money, he could have saved and just kept that
really
AK from the CT side.
It looks like
Oh my
Twinkle's going
goodness.
for a quick pick mid. Misses. Staken trades it back real quickly towards the B site. Looks like they're fighting on Cat. B site's being swarmed. Clouded is the only one on site. Clouded gets straight. They have sight for free now. Now it's a 3v4 situation. 1 CT and 2 are mid. Let's see if they try to retake Cat together or if they're going to call a save early.
If I'm not mistaken, HR, I believe, is the top-rated contender team.
Oh, okay. Well, high rollers are working it. I like the aggression there from high rollers with the op mid. Okay. So it looks like they did pick up the op off of Twinkle from trying to get that mid pick.
They're hunting again. Their money is not good enough for this.
Devin got one on Seiken and got it on Trojan.
What?
Now
you gotta pay attention to the finances, boys.
Well, if it wasn't for Paloma, then they wouldn't be able to afford it, but now they're able to.
True.
CTs are still pretty low on. Honestly, I'd like to see Devlin drop Clouded. He's got 4K in the bank unless they're trying to save up for another op. He has no util except a smoke.
And he's been kind of on an island on this B side as well. He tucks into Cubby early, and he just hasn't had too much help.
Looks like they're getting the cave control very fast. This is a very fast-paced take. They already have map control up towards cave on B. This is a hard spot to be in. If you're Clouded's stuck in that same corner as before.
Observer, can we see who number 4 is? The one on long. Leper needs to be a little more proactive. He's so far away from his teammate.
And Palomo gets 2 off that, and the op's down. Now Clouded, Twink got it. Twinkle. Sorry. Twinkle got it. I'm gonna be laughing at that one for a minute. So 2v4 situation now. It seems like the CTs are gonna have to save. Trojan absolutely butchers that beautiful molly.
Palmo was loud through cave, and Clouded said nothing. And he was just forgotten when the op went to peak ramp.
Yep.
Yes, Leopard probably should have been a little more proactive, probably closer to the short side rather than playing long with the op.
And they're still hunting.
Why
and
are they
beats two
still
off that.
hunting?
Staken pushing through the smoke, and Staken gets taken down too. They went from a 4v2 to 2v1 on the end.
They're winning these rounds handedly. Like, it's not a question that they're winning the rounds.
They're
But
taking
they're
sites
all
effectively,
dying.
but after the fact is the issue. Most of their economy is going after the round is already won. Now the CTs call it tactical timeout. Looks like Leopard went ahead, picked up the op. Looks like a gun was also dropped for Emo. This is going to be a good buy round for the CTs. I see everyone actually has util. Now the real question is are we going to have an op duel somewhere? Is Twinkle going to go for another mid pick, or is he going to slowly work up B ramp?
So, in terms of standings at the moment for Contender, we have the Barracudas at 8-0, Salty Scripters at 6-2, the Bachelors at 6-2, and then the Dice Rollers at 6-2. So this game is important. This week's very important for deciding who's second and third. But
that's a very interesting start, to say the least. Because if the CTs manage to string some rounds together, the Econ's going to be completely messed up for High Rollers. Now, High Rollers doing the exact same thing again, getting cave control quickly, but Palo whiffs, but gets a quick trade from Trojan.
Leper finds one onto Saken.
Yep. And now the T's have slowed down. We got an op fight. No one hits the shot. And Leper wins it while blind from a teammate, possibly. Looks like a 2v4 situations with the T's working cat mid.
Jordan taking an uncomfortable fight on that upper shelf area onto Dervin.
Mm-hmm. Still aggressing into the red room. Devin's kind of got a read on this and slowly backing off. Emo's slowly pushing up on the cat. Let's see if Brodog can catch him off guard, unless he's going to hold. And Bro wins that 1v1. Now we got the CT sweating a little bit.
They've re-cleared mid. There's a CT tucked in donut that...
If they take red room and get this 1v1... Yep, Devin gets the 1v1. Brodog looks for a trade, but Devin tucks. And Leopard gets the op pick.
It finally looks like they're communicating. The way that round everybody was played on a rope was well done from the CT side. If they can communicate the rest of the rounds, this CT side should clean up nicely.
This is interesting.
And this is the money round.
Yep, this is actually very interesting. The high rollers are opting in to actually force it.
With an AK hero rifle,
3 pistols and 2 hero rifles, and looks like they're most likely going to do their fast A take. And Leper's here with the op. Leper gets the first pick on the Brodog, and Saken with the quick deagle shot. Gabe's here for the follow-up. Double smoke on Donut. Gabe tries to get a spray down, doesn't get anyone. We got a 4v4 situation, and the op's been dropped. Twinkle has the op, but Cloud is moving up from behind. Is anyone here waiting for it? I think we got a timing here. Al was not ready. Clouded catching him off guard. Clouded with 3, and the CTs with an extremely clean retake. Off the back of Clouded on the flank.
Great shots from Saken to create the opening onto the site. That one dig onto the op as he's trying to fade away towards Big Box and CT. They get the bomb down, but it still forces you into an eco this round. They would have no money problems if they didn't hunt.
Didn't hunt? Not only that, yes, they got bombed down, but they could have gotten bombed down without that rifle. The entry was from a pistol.
Absolutely.
So let's see what the T's work out now. Looks like we only got one towards mid, and looks like they're going mid. Looks like they're trying to overwhelm him on Donut. Saken gets the pick. Paolo ends up burning. Saken has the AK trying to get onto Ace side. We got Dev here. Devlin's holding. We got it. Devlin for the first pick and a quick trade from Brodog. Leopard gets one. Emo backs him up from Donut, and Emo gets two from Donut. Another clean round from the CTs.
I don't know what was said in the timeout, but it has been lights out from the CT side since. This CT side is playing on a rope now. They understand what they need to do. Their communication seems clear, and it's been lights out since.
If you look on the side there on the scoreboard, it's nothing but blue CT up there ever since those first few rounds.
Absolutely. And especially from Clouded. Clouded has shown up in these last two rounds. That 3K retake, but now we're getting into the
Looks
first
like
real
they're gonna try
rival
to
round.
take Cave. Oh, quick pick from Brodog. Brodog with these entries. I honestly think that's either his fourth or fifth entry already. Now Leopard here with the op. He misses his first shot. Util coming out. He's not fully flashed. He still has a good angle. And Twinkle dry swings. Trojan with the quick trade. Paolo tries to get up on Cat. Is automatically traded. We got a 2v2 situation here. Devin with the nade on side being about to be swung. Devin with the pick. And Gabe to follow it up. Another good round for the CTs.
It's so well played from the CTs, but at the same point, if the T's more lost the round than the CTs won it in the way that they gave two 1v1s away in a 2v2.
Not only that, lack of util there when they know the op is holding such a easy angle and not either double swinging for a quick trade or utilizing util effectively and just giving that walking turret.
Absolutely. But the Leper also caught an insane timing because when the op fired off, Saken or Brodog unpeaked and Leper took that gap and was able to tuck back into that long cubby.
Alright, looks like the T's are trying to take mid. They were able to split it. Not a lot of aggression there from Emo, but he has the call that they're mid. He forced Molly there, even though it was already fully cleared. Looks like Paolo's working up Donut. I don't think the CTs are fully ready for this. They're all looking on A main here. Getting a quick boost up from Gabe. They're slowly working Donut. We have no other info from B side. This can be a quick hit. They were not expecting it. That was able to get one. Twinkle with a quick trade. Now it's a 4v3 situation. Now I think the big thing is if Brodog gets one here.
Shadow advantage, he knows he was there.
CTs are pushing through. Emo gets one. Brodog catches Emo even off the side of Donut. Clouded goes for one. Twinkle with the quick pick. And now Leopard Twinkle with another. And we ended up with a 6-6 half.
From how it started, the CTs had a good recovery. And again,
that was an extremely good string of rounds there from the CTs.
I'm curious with how good the communication looked like after the timeout on that CT side. I'm curious how different the T side will look compared to the high rollers. The high rollers were very it was telegraphed.
Yes, telegraphed, but also extremely group mentality. They rarely went for like 2-3 splits or anything like that. If they went somewhere, they were a full unit.
For sure. Especially the way that they were splitting B. I think that was like their best cohesion was the way that they split B. I think if they split A in that last round, maybe. Like ifs, ands, or buts. But as we get into this pistol.
We're getting this pistol round. Looks like the T's are working up mid. We got a set of dualies with a crossfire here with Bacon. Bacon with a quick shot of Saken. Oh, we got a team kill and Saken for another. And Twinkle will follow up with the dualies. And we got Gabe coming up on site with bomb. It's a 1v5 situation. Goes for the fight on Donut. Not even Saken with another clean round from Saken. Great crossfire on Donut.
That's both pistols. I take it back. I apologize. The high rollers won. Oh wait, yeah, the high rollers won both pistols.
Yep, that is true. And 399 damage and 3 kills. Honestly, should have had 4.
Shoulda, woulda,
And
coulda.
because that bomb didn't get down, and it's we got 2 pistol spot. We got a Tech 9 and a Deagle. Let's see what the T's got working for it. Looks like they're doing a split to try to catch people off guard.
E250 on Gabe.
Yep.
Gabe has bongos.
Leopard go with a quick boost here, trying to catch the slant player off guard. Emo slowly working up into A main, probably to try to sell a fake. Oh, he might have got timing. Emo gets picked up by Twinkle. Let's see, and forces a rotate. A single player almost forced a full rotate.
They've kind of called off the rotate at the moment. It looks like they're just kind of pausing. I don't hate this eco strat. I like slower ecos. Burn util.
Burn util, try to get a gun. That way, if you get that gun, y'all can work together as a unit to try to get sight. Looks like they're still favoring B, and it looks like Brodog's cheating over to B. We got to see if Devlin's going to be able to do anything. Oh, they're opting to just go straight into the site quickly. Looks like Leopard got 1. Leopard got 2. He's not ready for the slant player. And Palomos cleans it up.
They get 2. It's well structured. They burned a lot of util.
Burned a lot of util. It was 2 guns out of their hands.
There's not much you can ask for when it comes to the
unless you just have like an absolute crazy round. So
yeah.
But now we have all guns and all guns and some utility on the T side. So let's see what high rollers do with this little bit of util that they have. Looks like they're opting more to go towards B. Looks like they're trying to get cave control. Set Molly and Nade, slow that up just a hair.
High rollers have good util on the CT side.
Saken in this position is going to get challenged here soon. But yep, and Gabe gets the first. They try to swing. Trojan gets the trade. Brodog gets 1. Trojan gets a second. Emo gets a pick on the site. Site's open. We got a 2v2 situation with one working up cat and the other one's going to be half wall. Slant. Palomo gets 1. Emo knows where he is. The question. Oh. Emo with the shot. He flicks over. Brodog with the spray. Misses the spray. 1v1. And gets him through the smoke. Good
what
read
a spray through the smoke. Good read. These rounds are so fast. I don't know if we've had a single round go under 30 seconds.
It gets a little hard when I gotta sit here, take a sip of water, and I'm like, okay, let me look at everything real quick. But because of that round, they're also back down to literally no money on the dice rollers. Fraggin Frogs are getting away with this, 9 and 6. Looks like Fraggin Frogs are taking a tactical timeout.
I think the sides have switched, but the names haven't, if I'm not mistaken. I think the dice rollers are now on CT side.
Are they?
I believe so.
You're probably right. I don't know why it's doing that then.
Yes, correct. Twinkle, Saken, and Brodog are all.
Gotcha. Rollers.
Correct.
Gotcha. My bad.
Nah, no problem. But
look.
This Twinkle's their highest rated player at a 1.2 rating. He's not really showing it. Brodog is really popping off considering he's currently their lowest rated at 0.94. 0.94 is not a bad rating at all. That's average.
It also could honestly be the map too. I mean, let's be honest. Like, as an opper, and that's what it looks like. Twinkle is mainly an opper. If you're not getting those initial picks, then there's not much you can do. Now on the CT side, he's going to have a little bit more opportunity than the T side because of the money situations that they've been running into. Um,
True. And for the dice rollers, the map pool that they've had already has been Mirage, Mirage, Nuke, 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 Mirage, Dust. So
wow,
very like
that's
op impact heavy map. So it makes sense why Twinkle is
especially Nuke. With that many times on Nuke, you can have such an impact with an op on Nuke going for picks, either T side or CT. I mean, outside, ramp, and even going for door pops. So
he
now we're getting
also had
back
a 2.01 rating game in match day 4. So that is also hard carrying
in.
his rating. That is an insane day.
So now we got back. Let's see what the frogs can do. They got pistols and a single smoke and a flash. Looks like they're opting for mid. Devlin with the quick pick on Saken. Just trying to overwhelm Brodog. Brodog with a double. Brodog falling off to Donut. T's trying to take mid control. Slowed up by the flash. And Devlin's holding for the cat peek. That smoke's about to dissipate. And Devlin
Good
got
shot from Devin.
Trojan. Cloud's going to take the fight with Brodog here. Brodog with another. Brodog, fight mid. And good headshot. Now Devlin's slowly working up on A main here. The 1v3 situation. With what they have, two picks there is not bad. Let's see if Devlin can catch another. Another spray down.
Good trade from Brodog.
Good trade. CTs were able to recover the op. A good quick trade. If it wasn't for that, then it ended up with a 1v1 with an op at someone's feet. Low health or not, it would have been an easy opportunity. But good
For sure.
damage from the T's with what they had. And great shots from Brodog.
Absolutely. I'd like, if you're gonna call a play like that, I'd like to see more flashes in mid.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna like late pop mid, I think they had like 2 flashes.
Yeah. But it could also, like, instead of having
Money
that
was the
extra
issue.
pistol, yeah, money was the issue. But instead of having that extra pistol, someone needed to pick up more util. That is the fault there. Did Brodog end up with a 5K?
He might have aced.
He aced. I'll be dead. Yeah, because he
It's an
got the
eco
4.
ace, but hey,
It was an
5 is
eco ace.
5.
You're right. 5 bodies is still 5 bodies.
Ain't nothing to feed the ego like an eco ace. But
Especially with how
Leper
he's
finally
been
getting his
playing.
weapon of choice out.
Yeah, you're right. Able to pick up that op. It is going to come back to another op duel. I can already feel it. Or do we have a disconnect here?
With both of these
Oh, there you go.
players being like B side, like B like leaning. Like
Yep.
Leper was on B majority of the rounds with the op. Twinkle has played pretty much B majority of the
B
CT side
or
already.
yep.
When they
And
started
I've
rushing,
seen
he rotated through CT and took Donut to help, which
I've,
that's a great rotation for the opera to take.
it is. So let's see what the T's can do. CT's doing normal util set mid. Looks like they're trying to blow the smoke for a fight. Brodog with the pick on Gabe. Lack of util there as well. Taking fights mid when it's already Saken with a pick on Leper on ramp. And against Clouded. And just like that within a few seconds. And Twinkle with the pick. And just like that within a few seconds into this round, it's already a 1v5 situation. Emo is by himself.
Emo
I'm
needs to
seeing
try to get
Emo
out with this rifle.
with a
I
whole
don't
minute
think.
left. It might
I mean, good
benefit.
luck. The high rollers
Yeah,
were they were covered. They were covered in camo on their T side. They hunted every round they could, but
absolutely. It sends some chills. At the same time, though, I'm starting to see a lack of trades there from the Frogs. Looks
there
like
were
they had 2 opportunities and they just did not get the trades
at the
that they
first
needed.
pick on the broken open smoke. I hope their teammate calmed it. That hey, I'm breaking smoke,
Yeah.
but I counted 4 flashes
hmm
after he died.
Looks like they already got the intel on where Emo was. Emo trying to take that fight real quick.
You have 20 seconds. You either have to take this fight or they're just going to chase you after time and take this gun away and leave you on $400.
And with it being
That's
10
their
6, about
goal.
to be 11, yep, they're waiting. They're waiting until that time runs out. And they're going to swarm L. Emo's just going to drop a smoke, probably try to hide in it. That's exactly what. And here they come. Here comes the swarm. If Emo gets out of this, I'm going to be surprised. He gets out alive! How?
Great
Rollers!
use of the smoke. Oh my goodness.
Second he dropped that smoke, I already knew. He's like, it's time to hide.
Well
Call this
played.
man
Good.
Stewie 2K.
The smoke criminal getting away with stealing that AK out of the round.
And because they were able to get that AK, another one was able to be dropped. Now they have 3 rifles, an SMG, and a Tech 9 with some util. This round is actually doable for the Frogs. Looks like they're already getting up trying... Looks like the CTs already took cat control, though. They're smoked off. They're trying to go up B ramp quickly.
Team Flash.
ID Cave, Team Flash. Bunch of trades back and forth from Ts and CTs. And now we're down to a 1v2 situation. Clouded with 25 health against Brodog and Twinkle. Op M4, full health on both, but it only takes a one-shot headshot for both. Looks like he's opting to go into spawn.
Brodog's going to hear this rotate.
He should. He should be calling it.
No way.
I don't think he heard it. But it's interesting. Clouded decides to opt to go towards mid. I'd much rather see him go main. But now Twinkle's slowly gonna rotate.
The timing's
He's
getting a
watching
little
Red
suspicious. The longer
is.
it takes, the more he's gonna worry about that A side.
And here he goes. He's gonna get to the cross. Brodog's and util's used.
Just a
I think
flash.
It's just a flash. Now Twinkle's holding the angle. He's gonna get a 1v1 with Brodog here. If he hits this shot, oh, it's just a bad angle. Brodog gets the pick, and now we're at match point for the high rollers. Looks like it was just a constant trade battle there that went into the favor of the high rollers there on site.
It should have been more. It should have been more decisive that round. An unfortunate team flash led to an easy pick with the Tech 9 running through Jag.
I think that was just one of those timings where he was ready to go through the smoke like a setup to flash through, but it ends up catching him because who was it? One of them came through the smoke as it was getting called.
Yeah.
Now the T's opted to get everything they can. Get rifles across the board. 5 rifles with one person with full set of utility.
2 smokes, 3 flashes, 2 mollies. Bare bones util for any exec you want to do on any map.
Yeah. But at the same time, too, CTs don't have a lot of util right now in the first place. Looks like they dumped it all within the first few seconds.
That ruined smoke. They're gonna start sliding over towards A with all this info towards highway.
Yep. And here comes the execute. Jumping out, getting the pick. Twinkle catching Emo on the cross. Twinkle catching Clouded through the smoke. And we got 2 here on Donut already. Saken trying to spray down the bomb planter. Bomb's gonna get down. It's a 3v4 situation. Flash messed up for Twinkle.
Twinkle kind of showing out why he's the highest rated now.
Troy getting the first pick. Second from Troy is a 1v4 with bomb still down. 2 for Gabe. Got off the bomb and looks like that's going to be the match. High rollers 13-6.
That's one of the more impressive CT sides I've seen in any tier.
Honestly, it looked like it was a Brodog Saken carry fest on the CT side. But great map all across the board.
That's 10 assists on the side of Saken is disgusting. He triple-doubled in a Counter-Strike game.
Not the triple-double. All in all,
Man,
I think the Frogs started off pretty strong, especially getting back to where they were and ending it on a 6-6 half. But I think the lack of trades and lack of pressure in certain situations kind of caught them off guard there.
we were kind of talking about it before the stream went live, but it felt like a util gap. It
It
felt
was
like it felt like high rollers just knew more util to control the map, and they knew. I'm not going to say that they have like protocols written out, but
right.
they knew what to do. Anytime something happened, they had the proper response. Whether it was the op, like on the eco rush round where Brodog, I believe, got his ace. The
Yep.
op rotated through Donut or from CT to Red Room to just kind of like look and see if they tried to like go for a backstab or something. And then he rotates through CT and then he links up with his low teammate and just is there to help. You didn't see that on the side of the Fragging Frogs.
Yeah. Now, at the same time, Fraggin Frogs did have good entries, but I think they also started slipping up when they were actually able to get the bomb plant down. They lost so many of the retakes.
The retakes came in very fast and they came with numbers. The
Yep.
high rollers did a great job of not giving 1v1 retakes like
See,
the Fragging Frogs did.
see, the high rollers have the exact same mentality from their T side as they do the CT side. They have that group mentality. I'm not going somewhere unless you are standing almost right behind me. Which for the retakes works out, because if you look in higher tier CS and everything else, during retakes, a good example would be retaking A side of Mirage. Instead of having everyone stacked up in different areas, like having one person connector, one person jungle, and then I'm CT, a lot of people have started to opt to having 3 to 4 people CT.
Yeah, and then you have that one like off lurk to catch a timing and coming from like T spawn,
Exactly.
just as like a joker in your hand, something like that. It's it's really nice to see just that of like the cohesion from a group. I, I'm curious how their losses happened. I might go back and look at demos of those of their losses and see how they lost, whether it was just like out aimed, people weren't performing, but
Yeah.
high
Which
rollers just look fantastic.
it was a good game. It was a good game for them. I think the Frogs, they showed potential to have a lot of performance, but it could also be the map, you know.
Absolutely. They're the frogs map in how they like played together, it wasn't bad. Like their
No,
shooting was
not at
really
all.
good. Leper hit some ridiculous shots. Emo was a
They
absolute
were
dog
getting
with the
they
AK.
were getting great entries. It's
They
just
just knew
again, it was
less util. They were put in a box.
util, and they just lost either the clutch situations or the retakes. But all in all, it was a great game of Counter Strike.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm never mad to watch a good game.
No, never. Now, I will say I wish they slowed down just a few times because it got really difficult for all of us to kind of keep up with it. I was seeing names popping up left and right, and I'm like, and there was a lot of trading there.
Just reading off the kill feed. Exactly. I don't believe we have anything else going on tonight for these streams, but if you tuned in, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate all of your support with CSC. If you're new to the streams and you've just found this randomly, the Discord is at the bottom. Please join.
Hey, come join us.
Any anybody's welcome from face at level 1 to 3,000.
Yep. I mean, this is just a good community. As someone that's recently joined myself, as someone that has many, many years in Counter Strike, if you are looking to just play with a decent group of people or to try to get into the swing of things and learn things, hey, this is a great opportunity. And I look forward to seeing you here.
Absolutely. Thank you guys. Everybody have a good
Take
rest
it
of your Tuesday night.
Night, everyone.